everyone, this is Rachel. Thanks for clicking on my video. And I came in with a reality show roundup. And this one is concerning Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, the reunion show, y'all. They said that the audience is leaking all kinds of information about what went down at the reunion show. Now, y'all, I don't know if this stuff is true, but there's stories starting to leak out all over the internet. A story here, a story there. So we don't know if this stuff is true until the reunion show actually gets started. But I put all these stories together that I was reading about, and I just wanted to bring them to y'all and see if y'all heard about any one of them. So let me just get started. The first one's up, and this is the one that everybody was waiting to hear about, and that's that damn Kirk, Rasheeda, and Jasmine. Now, they said that Kirk did do the DNA test, and it came back that he is the father. Now, y'all, the reason why I'm not sure if this story is true is because there are some stories out there saying that he took the DNA test and he's not the father and that it's his son's baby. Then there are other stories out there, of course, that are saying this whole storyline with Rasheeda, Kirk, and Jasmine is a complete lie. You know, there was a rumor that came out that Ashley that Kurt used to work with, I think it was last season, she was one of his artists, that they leaked some stories that said Kurt and Rasheeda sit down and come up with these storylines, and that the producers are so mixed up they don't even know what is true and what's not true. So I'm not sure about Kurt and Rasheeda, y'all, but they're saying that he did go ahead and take the test and that the baby is his. So I don't even know. Now, another story that we were all waiting to hear about was the storyline with Tommy, because you know the rumor was that she quit the show, so a lot of people were wondering if she was going to show up. Now, the rumor mill and the stories that are leaking out from the audience, they're saying that she did show up at the reunion, but they said at the reunion that Tommy was acting a fool. There are reports coming out that she was rolling on the floor, that she was having these strange outbursts that caused the producers to have to stop the show, get her together, and then, get the show back on track. Now, I don't know if Tommy was drunk because, Karen King said that the girl is an alcoholic. So I'm wondering if she came there and she was drunk. They said that she was arguing with people and getting into it with folk, and it sounded like pretty much they couldn't control her, just like it was on the show. I don't know again if this story is true, because I also thought I heard that Tommy was actually fired and that she didn't quit. So you see how with each one of these people, there are two sets of stories. Was Tommy fired or did she actually quit? I guess we won't know until the reunion show airs and then after the reunion show. Now, as far as Karen is concerned, that Karen got all on Facebook Live and spilled the beans on Tommy and actually the show. So, the rumor was that she wasn't invited to the show. But then Karen King came back on and said that Mona relented and let her appear on the show. But the rumor mill is saying that Karen is not actually on the stage, that I guess she's Skyping in or something, that she appears on video. So I don't know if, Mona was like, you can be on the show, but you can't sit on the stage after what you did. Now, you know that Karen's whole thing was she wanted Tommy to apologize for all the shit that Tommy had said about Karen having her kids put in jail. Well, you know, Tommy wasn't apologizing, and they said that she actually didn't. So I guess it was no reason for Karen to be there if Tommy wasn't going to apologize. Y'all, these people on the show, they are tripping me out. But get this, y'all. This next story involves Lovely Mimi and Jessica Dime. Now, the rumor mill from the audience is saying that those two got into it, and they actually got into a fight. Now, guess who they said won, y'all? Y'all will never believe it. They said that Lovely Mimi whooped Jessica Dime's ass, and then after she beat her up, was complaining because she broke one of her goddamn nails. When I heard that, I was like, what? In what world? So Jessica Dime let Lovely Mimi whoop her ass? Child. And they said that there were fights, during this reunion, but they're not going to air, on the show, on the reunion show. I guess they don't want fights on the show anymore due to all the violence. And that might harken back to when Jocelyn was on stage and had whooped everybody's ass. But yeah, y'all, they said that those two got into it, actually broke out fighting, and Lovely Mimi whooped Jessica Dime's ass. Now, let me tell y'all this. If that's true, how is Jessica Dime going to live that down next season? That she let that girl whoop her butt. Now, we might not have seen it, but all the cast members, if it's true, they saw it. Now, I hope they show us at least the beginning of the fight and then the aftermath where we see, maybe Lovely Mimi's nail broken and Jessica Dime fucked up. But I ain't gonna believe this till I see it. But yeah, child. And moving on, child, the next person is Stevie J. Now they said Stevie J was on the sidelines. He was away from all the craziness. But guess who this fool showed up with? They said that Stevie J showed up with his attorneys, and he wasn't answering any questions without first referring to his attorneys. Now, I don't know what that was all about. Y'all, it might be that he's in all this legal stuff with Jocelyn, and they have to advise him on what he can and cannot say, which could be used against him in court. Now, it might be also because y'all know that he claimed that Jocelyn had attacked him with some food. Now, y'all, I don't know if it was sushi, mushrooms, Chinese food. I don't know what it was, but the rumor was out there that Jocelyn fucked him up at a restaurant. And I think he probably is trying to get a restraining order against her ass. And y'all, speaking of Jocelyn, now y'all know it's been a whole bunch of rumors coming out of the reunion show about Jocelyn. There's a rumor that she quit, but I heard from this stuff that's leaking out from the audience that Jocelyn was actually fired. They say that she got into a back and forth with Mona, stormed off the stage because they wouldn't allow her to be on the stage with Melissa only, and she was upset with the seating arrangement. So they claimed that when she stormed off stage, that she was immediately fired. Now, y'all remember, Jocelyn came on to either Instagram or Twitter or something and said that she didn't get fired, that she had quit, that she wanted to move on from the show. And you remember, she was all frantic and seeming like she was high. Now, the rumor mill from the show is saying that when she appeared on the reunion, that they could tell that she was high off something. Y'all think about it. You got Tommy drunk, Jocelyn high, and then they said that those two couldn't even appear on the stage together because you know that Jocelyn has a restraining order against Tommy. Now, I know a bunch of people probably were wanting to see them on the stage to see if something broke out between those two, because I think the fans really want those two to get into it. But you know what, y'all? I don't want to see it because I think that would be the craziest fight, because I think those two would be trying to kill each other. I don't think they would just be fighting. I think it would be bloodshed on the stage, and they would have to call the paramedics because one of them bitches would leave there on a stretcher. But yeah, y'all, they said that Jocelyn was high and talking all out her head, and the tea is that she ain't quit, that she actually got fired. I don't know, y'all. Now, as far as Waka and Tammy, they said that they didn't show up to the reunion show at all. Pretty much, they really didn't have that much of a storyline, so I don't even know what they would be doing there. Basically, sitting and watching everybody else go at it. But they said that the reason why they didn't show up is because the reunion show was filmed on Waka's birthday, and they preferred not to, I guess, to celebrate his birthday at the reunion show. They decided to go on vacation and forego the fucking reunion show. So I don't know if I blame them. Now, y'all, all of this is tea. We don't know if it's true. The last story that's coming out of the reunion show is that Scrappy is leaving Love and Hip Hop Atlanta and going to Love and Hip Hop Miami. Now, y'all, I must have missed this. Is this Love and Hip Hop Miami? Has it aired, or does it have a season, or is this going to be a new franchise of Love and Hip Hop? I don't know, because I've been missing a couple shows. I got a couple shows DVR'd, and I got to watch them. I watched some of it, but you know how you skip around and then you like, I got to come back and watch it so I can understand exactly what's going on. I got 2 shows that I got to watch. But y'all, this is the tea that's coming out of the reunion from the audience. So I don't know, y'all. Should we believe them, or do you think this is the Mona machine at work trying to get us to tune in to the reunion? Let me know what you think, and let me know, about all of the tea that I told you about, especially this shit with Lovely Mimi whooping up Pinky Tuscadero, Jessica Down child. I don't know. Oh, God, she ain't gonna be able to lay that down. And with that, y'all, this is the end of the video, but thank you always. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye now.